Welcome to Vertical Football, yeah. And this is the five things we learned. This is Chelsea 1, Burnley 1, yeah. Unexpected results, I would say. Yeah, I expected us to cruise through this match, even given the performance that we put up in the first 30 minutes of the game. I think we were very, very good in our first 30 minutes of the game. We created stuff, got an early goal. We were playing really fine, but after the first 30 minutes, they started coming into the game. They also had a plan. Yeah, Burnley had a plan, and I felt like to some extent, they decided not to necessarily sit back like that and just absorb, like keep on getting the pressure from us. At some point, they were coming front foot, not in the high press, but staying like in a zonal marking, putting three guys up front to just block space. They came out to play against us, and I think coming into the second half we were decent. We started to create chances, but we didn't bury our chances. The red card came into play, and it just changed the whole dynamic of the game. And they themselves, I loved what they did, though it was not good for our own club, but I love what they did. They brought in the weapon that was good for them, brought in James Ward-Prowse, brought in the Bruno Larsen guy, and Avi Barnes and Flemming just sticking inside the box, and they just kept on whipping crosses. Like it's something that was a strength for them, and they saw what the situation was. Somebody like Fofana, who I would say in the back line for Chelsea he was the best guy when it comes to area ability. He was our best guy when it comes to area ability, but he's off the pitch already. Now they have to like capitalize on that. There is nobody there who can block that guy, Flemming, Avi Barnes, and you having the quality of crosses that somebody like James Ward-Prowse can give you, and that Bruno Larsen guy, like the quality of crosses that those guys can give you, and what these guys can do when crosses like that come in. They capitalized on it perfectly, and they got their draw. We tried our best, but our best is not enough. Given the fact that you are looking at the run of games that we are going to have, I don't think this is the kind of results that we want to have to bump into that kind of game. And even the red card, man, let's go right into the five things. Let's talk about things that worked and things that went sideways. Yeah. So the first thing for me, I just want to speak about committing a whole lot of player up front, and how we try to like guard against some deficiencies in that. So when we are playing in that 2-2-6 role, what we tend to like have is like we have defensive vulnerability. But one thing that we did that made sense the more for us, that helped us to like stay in the game, is the fact that whenever we lose the ball up front, we are not just running back forward. We are trying to like do two things. Firstly, we counter press, and I feel like it's a logical thing to do. If you are committing a whole lot of players up front, when you lose the ball there, you know that the back is empty. There is a whole lot of space. So it's just a logical thing to counter press. Try and make sure you get the ball back in that space and start again what you are doing. And I think we did that really perfectly, even with the person of Enzo Fernandez, Malo Gusto, and on the right hand side is James and Pedro Neto. Like they helped us to like make that possible, in the sense that we choke them quickly and we get the ball back, and we did that perfectly. You watch the first half, getting into the 70th minute, majority of the time we were always winning the ball back. And secondly, what we did to like guard against the deficiency was we choked the pitch immediately. Whenever we counter press and it didn't necessarily work, you see our guys trying to like come to close the middle gap, like close the central channel, because progressing the ball through the central channel can cause a whole lot of damage. So we quickly close that place off and make sure like they revert the ball back and everybody just fall back into shape. So I think that's one of the things that worked. I feel like I enjoyed that. It's something that is beautiful to see when you are trying this system. These are the deficiencies. These are things that you are going to be doing to guard against those deficiencies. I think that's proactivity, and I really appreciate that. So the second thing for me, I think, is the goal. Chelsea's goal is a beautiful goal. I don't want to get lost in that part where from the 70th minute this began to happen, and then we can't see what went right. I feel like the goal was something that we need to speak about. It's something that we need to speak about in the sense that was a beautiful goal. That's the way that we want to play. We spoke about it under Liam Rosenior. We play more vertical passes. Our passes are like straightforward. You don't play horizontal passes and just keep rallying the ball around in the same spot without creating anything out of it. They try to like play us on the like counter. We got the ball back. Fofana played it straight to what's it called, Andre Santos. And you know, I've spoken about that thing where two players understand themselves and the opponent is trying to like predict what this person will do, but this person is going to do what this person is expecting. So you see that ball in the passing gate where Andre Santos hold the ball. He makes a move like he wants to pass the ball to the next centre back there, maybe in the person of, I think it was Chaluba. And Anthony just went for that. He fell for it. And Caicedo did not even necessarily follow that. He just stayed in the middle of the passing gates and then he got the ball and moved forward. And that pass from Caicedo, that was masterclass. I feel like that was very, very beautiful. And if you look at it in depth, you see like it is one pass piercing through two passing gates. Like from that place, the first passing gate, the second passing gate, and it just pierced through, got to Pedro Neto, and he delivered a perfect square out for Joao Pedro, got the goal. So I feel like that is the way that we want to play. And that kind of chance is something that is just so beautiful to watch. Like, you know, when you open the pitch up for these guys, if they can just spot, it's just 5 touches to go. And that's very, very beautiful. I think I appreciate that. And I would like to see more of that when we get the opportunity to do stuff like that. Thirdly, let's talk about Cole Palmer. Very decent game in the way he affected the game, in his defensive duty, in the way he took the ball, created stuffs out of it, dribbled, was very flexible, like did a whole lot of things that when, even in his zone 14, we are beginning to see him in that zone 14 now where he gets caught back or get a pass from the winger, he moves a little bit to like the arc in the front of the zone 14 and tries to take shots. Those are things that we want to see. We know that when our Cole Palmer is fit, we are going to get more of that. And even that, like, chances running in behind, trying to make passes, creating up front. And even you look at the second half, him running back to mark that Edwards guy and getting the ball back is just something that boosts you up. And that's us speaking about the positive. But the negatives, I think Cole Palmer, he lost too much of chances in this particular match. Yeah, he lost too much of chances. Got that ball where Kai Walker made a mistake and he was moving towards goal. I felt like you can still get closer or play the ball. Like the post is very big. You need to like choose angles. You don't play ball. Like I feel like I don't want to say too much. And going into the second half again, there was a pass from Malo Gusto. He didn't necessarily need like that touch was heavy and he just lost the ball. I feel like he put us in delicate situations. I think he had positive, but that negative part also cost us. We could have went ahead with those chances. It's just about getting your chances and burying them. Yeah, so I'll stop there about Cole Palmer. I know he's getting to his best. He will come back to that form because he's not that kind of guy who loses chances like that. And the fourth thing is just speaking about Chelsea burying chances. We need to start burying chances. We just definitely need to start burying chances because it's going to tell. Look at this kind of match. You get one goal up. Yeah, that's good. But you know, like one goal up in the Premier League is not a lead. You are even going 2 goals. They are still coming back to come and pull a draw. Or we ourselves we went 2 goals down against West Ham and we still went on to go back and get a win. So it's just telling you that you cannot be on 1 goal lead and think you are on something. It's not sustainable in the Premier League. You need to and we got the chances. It was not like they were so blocked because one thing that I saw that they did, they played to our strengths. Like Burnley, you are expecting them to sit compact and just find counter, but they didn't necessarily do that. They did it, but that was not their ultimate game. It still give you the vibe like they still wanted to play. They opened the pitch. They came out. And that's like playing to our strengths. We were good in our intricate passes. We were creating chances, but it was just a question of burying these chances. And I think we suffered for that. If we had gone 1 goal, 2 goals, or 3 goals lead in this particular match, if they come 1 goal, if they score 1 goal, it will take them like some mental, like a high level of mental fortitude to be able to push on to go and cover 3 goals back. But because it's just 1 goal, all they needed to do was score 1 goal. And we got into that match, got the red card at 79 minutes, for 50 minutes or thereabouts. I felt like the quest was very simple and the coach got it right. Changed the guys who are average in height, brought in tall players, and the quest was just defend this. It's just 15 with the added minutes. It's just 20 minutes of play. And I'm not going to take the brilliance of Burnley away because, like I said earlier, they brought in their weapon, bringing a very good swinger of the ball and bringing guy who can like approach area balls perfectly. Like if you know Avi Barnes very well, you know that he's very good at this. And even Flemming, that's like their strength. So I'm not going to take that part away, but it is our duty to defend against this thing. And I think we didn't necessarily do our job very, very well. Yeah. So lastly, I would just say, we have to sit up. We definitely have to sit up because you are looking at the next run of games is not even going to be easy at all. And this is opportunity for us to like climb through the ladder, not slip out of that position where we are trying to make top 4 and the likes. These are like 2 opportunities now to like move through the ranks, get ahead, get those points. Aston Villa, I don't know what they played, but you know, like these are people that you are getting close to. You can pull this result out, but I feel like we are slacking in that part. Maybe we are not getting the message right, and it's just moment of. I think we are suffering from moment of switching off. That moment when we just. Bam, the opponents just come in, bam, bam, and boom, we are lost and we are back to square 0 again. So I think we can do better. Looking at the run of form, I think. It's not going to be definitely it's not going to be the best. We are going to play Arsenal, we are going to play Aston Villa, we are playing Newcastle, we are playing Everton, we are playing Man City, and we are playing Manchester United. And you didn't get momentum to push into this run of form. Seriously? So I'll just stop here, guys. What are your thoughts about this match? I know you have a whole lot to say. Please put it in the comment section. Let's discuss about it. The 5 things we learned brought to you by Vertical Football. Chelsea 1, Burnley 1. Please like, share, and subscribe to this channel if you have not done that. Till we see you some other time. Namaste.